Somewhere in England. Target for the day, Rouen, France. Orders for Special Airborne Task Force were to sever the German supply line at Rouen, principal lifeline of the Wehrmacht war machine.
Like I was telling you before, this is getting to be old stuff for me. Now, on my last trip over here, the brass sent me back to England for security reasons.
Yeah, to shut you up.
So there I was. My chute tangled in a tree. Germans taking shots at me like I was a duck in a carnival shooting gallery. You guys know what a carnival is?
Yeah, I know what a carnival is, and I know what a shooting gallery is, too.
Hey, speaking of carnivals, I met a dame once. What a bill.
Oh, let me finish my story first.
Finish? Did you ever finish?
Yeah, you've been running off at the mouth ever since we left McCall.
Okay. But there I was, hanging from that tree. Germans blasting away. Why, they didn't even hit me. All they did was cut the line. Then I make for the brush, see? And they don't get anywhere near me. What's that, soldier?
Gabby, can I ask you a personal question?
Shoot!
You sure you don't mind?
No, anything at all.
This name of yours, Gabby.
Well?
Well, everybody knows that's short for Garibaldi.
It is not. It stands for nothing. It's Gabby. Nickname, that's all.
Well, you sure that it couldn't mean that you are Gabby?
Now, look, like I said.
Oh, shut up.
All right, men, let's go.
Soldier, if you are an American soldier, you better start talking. Answer the questions!
Your name, rank, and serial number.
Grant, Thomas A., Sergeant, United States Army. Serial 095334565.
How many men were with you?
I don't have to answer that.
You'd do well to answer.
Answer the questions. You have nothing to lose.
Listen, sister, I heard about you creeps. You did it to my buddies on the beach.
Did what to your buddies?
You're dirty collaborationists. You pick up Americans and trade them to the Germans for money. And the information you get, you peddle to the highest bidder. But you're all pigs, swine.
So that's why you don't answer. You think...
What am I supposed to think?
Think what you like. It might be true.
I will make it simpler for you. I shall word my questions so that your so-called American honor shall not be at stake.
Thanks, sister.
We have very little time.
You must have some late date with a German.
Who played center field for the New York Yankees in 1942?
Now we are playing games.
Answer the question.
Joe DiMaggio,
His hometown.
San Francisco.
One brother was a doctor, one was a priest. They were both famous in their own line. Is this not so?
No, but they are famous. Famous baseball players. Vince and Dom, if you want their names.
So, and how is Dominic different from his brothers? In physical appearance, I mean.
He wears specs all the time. Glasses.
Glad to meet a fellow American baseball fan. My name is Robinson, Glenn Robinson, U.S. Army Intelligence. Sorry we had to rough you up this way.
American intelligence?
That's right. Attached to the French underground.
Boy, I mean, am I glad to meet you, sir.
Sorry we had to put you through that grilling, but we can't take anyone for granted. We hope to get you back to your line soon, but right now we could use you here if you're willing.
You see, our people are collecting equipment that's been shooted in here by the airborne, but they need instructions on how to use it. I hope you're an expert on explosives.
Well, it's not like me to brag, but I am the best demolition man in the 82nd.
Fine. For the time being, you'll remain here.
Good.
Since you do not speak French, you will have to avoid the Germans. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless you can impersonate a deaf mute.
A deaf mute?
This is the identification card of a mute transit worker who was killed last week in an air raid. The Germans are not aware of his death.
But if they...
Never mind about that. We can change it to fit you. Now, if you intend to carry out this performance, you're going to have to be a mute. No talking, no hearing. Do you believe you can carry it out?
As I was saying before, it's not like me to brag, but I've always been a great ham at hearts, and...
That's what I mean, Sergeant. You can't react to any sound. Curb your natural reflexes. It's a difficult role for any actor.
I'll learn, sir.
You'll be in great danger. This area is vital to German communications.
Let me worry about that.
Our mission is to destroy the communications to Roulon. Rails, wires, any form. We'll be working with Verite.
Verite?
Code name. Sergeant Grant, meet Verite.
Boy!
Yeah? The reason we failed on our last bridge was our timing. Our timing was all off. The first trucks in a convoy are not necessarily the most important. From now on, we wait until the convoy has straddled the bridge before we trigger the dynamite.
But if you knocked off the first ones, it would present a good opportunity to hijack the following trucks that might pile up in the wreckage.
That might pile up. Sergeant Grant, there's no place in the underground for probabilities and guesswork. One of the most imperative things in this business is patience. We're not interested in hijacking enemy trucks. Our job is to destroy them.
You're the boss.
You have your instructions. You know where we meet.
Versuchen Sie mal. Zum Teufel, was ist denn bloß los mit der Leitung?
Lucienne, I wish I could speak French. It would make it easier. Where did you learn to speak English?
In the convent. We had our choice, German or English. A simple choice for me. My father was killed in the First World War.
And your mother?
She died in a detention camp. She didn't like things during the occupation.
And I thought we had things tough. Have you always lived here?
No. I worked in Paris till the Germans came in, and then I couldn't take it.
Look, Lucienne, I've never met a girl like you before. Never. You're the greatest. Honest.
I've known for some time that you felt that way, Sergeant, and...
Please, Lucienne, call me Gabby. All the guys in my outfit...
Gabby? What is Gabby? For Gabrielle?
No, not for Gabrielle, nor for Garibaldi. I used to gab a lot.
Gabby. Gabby. That's a nice name. And Gabby, what I was going to tell you is that I think you're the greatest. Honest. Gabby. Robinson and I are afraid for you.
Afraid for me? I worry, too.
Fortunately, you've had no direct contact with the Germans. We're not sure you can convince them when the time comes that you are a mute.
Don't worry, honey. I'll carry it off.
No. We feel we should get you out. You've done a good job, and we've made arrangements.
Raus. Der Nächste. Sit down, please. You are Lucien?
Yes, Herr Hauptmann.
You run this farm?
Yes, Herr Hauptmann, with 2 helpers.
2. Wo ist der andere? Raus. Bring it rein. Where are your father and your mother?
They were killed in an auto accident.
You are such a beauty to be left alone. Bring it rein. Your identification? Your identification!
Herr Hauptmann, he is a deaf mute, but a good worker.
Your farm is ideally located for our Führer's operations. I shall set up headquarters here.
What about us, Herr Hauptmann?
All right. You and your help may stay here and cook for us until the kitchens get here.
Very good, sir. What did you find out?
They're moving into this area in strength. I counted 14 rocket launchers and a battery of artillery moving in. Something big is coming off.
General, melde Gehorsamsbefehl ausgeführt.
Danke.
Bitte sehr.
It's Major General Miller and Colonel Earhart of the Gestapo. I don't know who the others are.
Gestapo?
Now listen, you've got to get through to Robinson and let him know.
Yes. But what about you?
We both can't leave. We'd arouse suspicion.
We go together or I don't go. I'm not going to leave you here with these butchers.
This information isn't vital. You've got to get through to Robinson. We'll be together again. Now listen, here's my plan. Tonight, after dinner.
Mademoiselle, didn't you hear me? You like me, don't you?
I really don't know, Herr Hauptmann.
Send him off to bed.
But his bed is taken. He'll have to sleep here. But, There's the barn.
Oh, yes. The barn. Good place. Send him there.
Let me clear the table. Then later, you and I can have some wine. One more toast to your Führer.
What's the meaning of this outrage? You will consider yourself under arrest. I'll deal with you later. My apologies, mademoiselle.
Thank you, General. Would you and the others like some wine?
Oh, thank you. That would be most acceptable. Hauptmann Trotter, your presence here is no longer desired. Mademoiselle, will you join us?
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. They moved in the artillery here this afternoon.
You see these two roads that lead to Lucien's house? Which one did the artillery come down?
Well, what difference does it make? How do we get Lucien out?
We'll talk about that later. Right now, you have information that I want. It's vital.
The rockets came down this road from the north. The artillery down this road, and later on we heard tanks moving in. My guess is that this entire area is being heavily fortified.
Get the radio set up.
But Lucien is there alone. How do we get her out?
We don't.
What do you mean we don't?
Just that, Gabby. With the information that you've given me, there are probably 5 German divisions between you and Lucien. We've got more important things to do.
Sir, here's the Hutton.
Has this been verified?
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen, this is not good. The Germans are onto the big push. Get an airstrike. Right here. At once.
Yes, sir.
To the thousands of gallant men and women in the French underground who served so valiantly and selflessly in World War II, this picture is humbly dedicated.